What we have here is a Rotring compass set. I don't know when this is from. I'm guessing like, I don't know, 80s, 70s. I don't really know. There's a case. This is kind of a small set. I picked this up on eBay for, gosh, I want to say it was like 10 bucks plus shipping, of course. Either case, you have, it's a cool set. I like it. So you have what's called a plane compass here. This is the larger of the two, of course. This has, I'm not sure if you can see this. This has a different finish than this one. This one seems like it's stainless steel almost, looks like. Or it's like a matte nickel plated brass. This one has more of a shiny finish to it. I just noticed that anyways, that's different finish. Anyways, you've got little logo there, Rotring, Germany. And of course, this is a gear head. So if you open it up like that, inside, you can see the gears there. And these gears are plastic. They've somehow inserted plastic gears. See the plastic piece there on top, and then there's a little brass washer in between the sleeve here, or jacket. So anyways, and then you've got, of course, this is jointed here, and the way these work is simply like this. You would bend this piece here to be perpendicular to the paper, ideally, kind of like so. And I found that with this style of compass, you don't always need to start bending this guy right away. I mean, if you look at the lead, the way the lead's pointed with that angle on the lead, it's actually, the pitch of the lead is actually like that on the paper as it is right now. So you could actually just go ahead and make a pretty big circle just like that. And that matches up nicely. I've always been a little bit leery of this style of compass just because, you know, you're concerned about losing your measurement, your distance apart, your setting. But I'm becoming less concerned about that just because I think as long as they're well made and this is tight here, they do okay. As long as you're, you know, gentle, you're not trying to put a ton of pressure or force. This can actually make an accurate circle. Lines up perfectly there. You can't see that, I imagine, but then of course as you get out to the bigger distances, then you would want to probably bend that to be a little more perpendicular, bend that guy in. Kind of helps to put some pressure here on this back part. That is lining up perfectly with the first mark that I made. And that's, I'm just guessing that's about 6 inches. All right, and then once you get out and you want to make some circles larger than that, that's where this extension comes in. This guy. You would remove this lead holder, put the extension in. I always do this the wrong way. I don't know why I have so much trouble with this. Anyways, that would go in there. And then your lead holder, of course, goes in here. Has to be loose. And then you have still have a joint here, which you really wouldn't use that at this point. At this point, you would use the joint down here. That one's nice and firm. And then, of course, the joint here. And then you can see you can make a pretty large, let's just max this thing out. Oops, don't want to bend that. That's really tight. Then you can make a pretty large diameter circle there. See? Again, you want to be careful with this, that you are not exerting a lot of force. Although again, if you're pushing this way, that joint is already maxed out straight. Potentially if you were to, like, you know, put too much pressure, this thing could adjust or something. But anyways, that's how you make really large circles with this style of compass. Let's put this away. Again, when you're moving this type of a divider / compass, you always kind of want to grab both legs and move them at the same time. You never want to just grab one and yank it off to the side. That is tight. Okay, let's set that aside for now. Now let's look at this compass. I really like the design of this thing. It is cool. So you've got your typical, you know, spring here. I like this pin hinge thingy. I like how it's kind of domed. That would be convex. It has a nice polish to it. You've got the Rotring logo there, Germany, and I just like the finish of it. It's got a cool finish. I like how here it's kind of got that little scalloped edge to it as opposed to being just flat or rounded that way. It's kind of concave there. You can see it like that and like that. I like that little touch there. And then I kind of like even these little thumb wheels here, how they have a little bit of a domed aspect to them. Just small little details. And you've got your shoulder needle, and your this is typically like a divider needle. Again, these two pieces here, the one for the smaller compass and the lead holder for the larger compass, these are interchangeable, like so. This has a nice, really fine machine threads on it. That feels really good. Again, I believe from what I've read, various sources, that Half made these compasses for Rotring. So again, this is just very well made, high quality. There's that. What else do we have here? We have a ruling pin attachment, which could go into either the large compass or the small compass. We have a screwdriver, which is pretty handy. This, as opposed to the ones with the handle, actually gives you a little bit more leverage. I found that when I tightened up the screws in here, I got a little bit more tightening of these, and it made it just a little bit more firmer. Then of course you have your spares tube. This one has a needle and some lead. Put that back in there. And then you have your plastic ruling pen handle. You would of course put the attachment in here and make a ruling pen. And this one has a very odd attachment. It's this guy. Says on here, Germany, DIN, something. It looks like the insert of a ballpoint pen, and you could even see, if you look closely, there's like a tiny little roller ball, looks like, in there. I imagine this had some system of coming with ink inside of it, or filling this with ink with like a tiny microscopic funnel. I don't know. The idea being, once you're at the point of wanting to ink your drawing, make some more permanent, bolder marks, you can put this guy in here, and this would be your inking mechanism. Although I don't really know, there's no informational leaflet that came with this. I haven't seen any. I've seen one like this before on a set that was on eBay, but I don't really know much about this. When these were made, how that was utilized, but that's fascinating. Maybe somehow, maybe sometime in the future, I can try to put some ink in here and use it. I don't know if it'll work. Anyways, that's the set. Rotring drafting set. You've got 2 pieces, but with those 2 pieces, you can make a pretty large range of circles, and it's nice because it's, you know, fairly small. You can almost fit that in your back pocket. Not really, but there you have it. Rotring compass set from 70s, 80s. I don't know. Thanks for watching.